My name is Barugahare. Today's video is focused on one question that has come out of outright financial matters webinar series that we have been conducting. It is specifically about where can one invest. I'm very delighted that this question is coming up. It means that people are focusing on growing, people are focusing on investing. And that excites me because that's what I want to see. And because that's what I want to see, it becomes very important that we understand from the first principles that investment is a choice, that investment is a decision. And I'm delighted that you are interested in making a choice and in making a decision. Currently, money markets pay in the range of 10 to 12%. So we are going to use the lowest of 10% per annum in most of these calculations. And we are going to use simple figures to illustrate and justify why this is an investment option that we can take up. We use John and James as examples. Now, since investment is a choice and a decision, John chooses to invest 50,000 Uganda shillings once and for all, while James chooses to invest 50,000 Uganda shillings every month. And this is how their figures will look like after a period of 5 years, after a period of 10 years, after a period of 15 years, after a period of 20 years. After 5 years for John, his interest after 5 years will be 30,525. After 10 years, his interest will be 79,687 shillings. After 15 years, his interest will be 158,862. And after 20 years, it will be 286,375. Turning to James, he will have invested 3 million in the first 5 years and will have earned a return of 663,060 shillings. After 10 years, he will have invested 6 million Uganda shillings, but will have earned a return of 3,562,455. When you go to 15 years, you will have invested 9 million and will have earned a return of 10,063,489 shillings. After 20 years, James will have invested 12 million and earned a return of 22,356,000 Uganda shillings. By looking at these figures, you may not easily tell which investment gives a higher return. This is why we go deeper to analyze these figures. After the initial 5 years and moving into 10 years, the growth factor is almost times 2. 30,000 times 2 gives you around 60,000, which is about times 2. When you go further and compare it with the next one, it will have grown 5 times after 5 years. When you go further to 20 years, it will have grown 9 times. Now let's turn to James. From the 5th year to the 10th year, it will have grown 5 times. 3.5 divided by 660 gives you about 5 times. When you go to 15 years, it will have grown about 15 times. When you go to 20 years, it will have gone to 34 times. Now, when you see this one has grown times 2, this one has grown times 5. This one has grown times 5, This one has grown times 15. This one has grown by 9 times. This one has grown by 34 times. What explains this are two things: time and compound interest. This is why compound interest is the wonder of the world. In fact, it's the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it earn it, and those who don't pay it. If you look at this factor. If you choose to earn it, you earn big. But if you choose to pay it, you pay everything. So this is why it becomes very important, particularly for the young people, to make a decision early to invest. And when you invest, let me tell you, you will thank yourself. Maybe you may call me for a cup of tea several years later when you have earned this return. I thank you so much.